Hey, what's up everybody? So today we are going to be making a water separator for my air compressor. I'm going to be using some PVC pipe, so let me show you how I do it. Okay, so here's what all I have. I have right here, that is 5 ball valves. I'm using 3/4 inch pipe. I have 5 T's, 5 90-degree elbows, 2 T's, and then on the inside these are 1/2 inch 3/4 and then 1/2 inch threaded. I have 2 of these 1/2 inch to 1/4 inch MIP fitting for the compressor fittings, and then I got 2 compressor fittings here, a male and a female, and then 2 caps. And I have 4 10-foot lengths of 3/4 inch pipe. So the first thing I'm going to do is I need to cut 4 of these pipes at 3/4 of it, or I'm sorry, at 5-foot lengths, and I'll show you why. I'll actually insert a picture of what I'm going to build here right now. Okay, so now that we got that, let's go ahead and get started and cutting these pipes here. Okay, like I just said, I'm going to be cutting these at 5-foot lengths. Next, I need to cut 5 1-foot lengths. So let me mark these off. There we go. And I'm going to slowly start the assembly. On the end of these 5-foot length of pipes here that I got, we're going to clean these off. Just using like a Scotch-Brite pad. Then we're going to take the purple primer for PVC and open that up. We're going to take 4 of the 90-degree elbows here. And we're going to put an elbow on each of the end of the pipe. Okay, so on the opposite end of these pipes here, we're going to go ahead, clean those off, and then we're going to put the T-fittings on them. But we're going to put the T-fittings the opposite direction of the 90-degree elbows. So let me get those cleaned up and put on, and I'll be right back. Before I actually mess with those T's and put those on, I decided I'm going to go ahead and get the top part of this all built and put together. So what I did is I cut 8 3-inch sections of PVC, and then it's going to go inside of each one of those. And I got these all primed and ready to go. So go ahead and get them glued in. those all done. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my T's here and some of my 3-inch fittings that I had, and I'm gonna glue them together like this. There's one. And this last T, we're gonna glue it together. We're gonna take an elbow and glue that on. There we go. So next I'm going to take these half inch to 1/4 inch pipe fittings here, and I went ahead and put some Teflon tape around there, nice and thick. I'm going to go ahead and take these T's that are threaded with the 1/2 inch and just screw these in and get these nice and tight. So the next thing I want to do is I'm going to take this adapter, this air hose adapter coupler, and it's already got sealant on there, so I'm just going to screw it into that 1/2 inch plug. So there's one. And there's two. So there we go. Those are nice and tight. So these are ready to go. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take these two fittings that I made, the 2 T's, will go here, and then the elbow with the T will go right there. So let me get these glued in here. I know it doesn't look like much, but this is what it looks like so far. So the air is going to actually come in from up here, which I got to cut the piece for that. And is what's going to do, it's going to go around these, and then I'm going to be putting drains on the bottom. So you'll see in just a second here. But this is where we're at, and this is what it's looking like. So give me one moment. So the next thing that I'm actually going to do here is I'm going to take these 1-foot pieces that I cut earlier, and I'm going to get these glued in to the bottom of these T's. Next, I'm gonna take these ball valves and put them on each one down here. And there we go. So those are gonna actually be the drains for the water. Okay, so the next thing that I did is I took the leftover pipes that I had and I cut 2 of them at about 38 inches. So that's gonna give me the length, which I'm gonna put on here, which is gonna bring it up, which is gonna give me some room to put my valves and stuff on. So let me get those all put on quick here. The next thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and get these caps. I'm gonna put it on the 3-inch pieces that I cut. Then I'm gonna take my T on one side. I'm gonna put this piece on there. That. Just like that. So the last thing that I want to do is I want to put these compressor fittings onto the tops of these right here. There we go. That is all built. Okay, so I brought this out to my garage and I'm in a spot where my air compressors and stuff go. So the next thing I want to do is I want to take some of these brackets here that hold these PVC on, and I want to get this secured up on the wall. Okay, so I have this all secured to the wall. It's nice and tight. It's not going anywhere. It's pretty good. It's secured. So here's what happens is the compressed air is going to come in here. It's going to come down and it's going to go up, back behind here, which you can't really see, down, around, up, down, around, over, up and over. So the reason that you do this is because water is heavier than air. So while the air is traveling through these pipes here, the water is actually coming down and dripping down into these little drains here. So after a while, once the if I start getting water in my system, all I have to do is just come over here and then crack these open, and this will drain the water out of the system. So I'm hoping that only a few of these just get full, and if all of them get full, then I probably have issues. But yeah, so that's what's going to happen. And then next to that, I'm going to have my separators there for the water separator. I'm going to get a different unit. That's a cheap Harbor Freight one. I don't really like it. The little desiccant balls, it's so small, it doesn't take a lot of moisture out. So, or it just eats up those desiccant balls so fast. So let me get my air compressor hooked back up, and then we'll turn on and check for leaks. Alright, so we're going to plug this hose in. There we go. This is powered up. I'm going to take this and hook it up into here. There we go. Get you guys off. So far, so good. Don't hear any whistling or any leaks. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let this set for a little bit. And then after it sets, we will, I'm going to go ahead and check out the pressure in the tank. It's back here, it's hard to see, but right now it's sitting at about 100 psi. So I'm going to come back out and check it and make sure that there's no slow leaks. I should get some soapy water, mix it up and put it on there. But honestly, I'm not too worried about it. I do turn my compressor off every night. But anyway, we're just going to let this set and then we'll see what happens. Okay, so it is about an hour and a half later and I'm just coming out and I'm checking this. And look at that, everything is exactly where it was. So this is very successful. So next thing I need to do is I just need to test it out. So I won't be able to get this tested out today. The main issue that I have is when I'm running my DA, that's when I get a lot of moisture. So when I get time, I'll run the DA on it for a while and then we'll see what happens and if it's working like it should. So I'd get a little shot of my compressor setup here. So what I got is I got my main compressor here. Then it comes around, this black tube pumps into my reserve tank here. Then I have it coming up into here, into the water catch system. Then it's coming off there into my regulators, where it's regulated at both. So I don't get too much PSI in these pipes. I think they're only rated for 140. And then it comes out of there, and then comes out into my hose. But thanks for watching, everybody. I really appreciate it. If you have any comments, drop them down below. Yeah, if you hit the subscribe button, that'd be great. Check out my Camaro build. If you haven't, I'm restoring this Camaro here, 1977 Camaro. It's coming along. I have documented pretty much the whole restoration on it. So yeah, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great day. Peace.